달려고 있어서 메이저리그 홈런 선수를 가지고 있고 항상 이 상황을 필요하는 모습입니다. 그리고 시즌 최다고 홈런 많이 치는 타구들이 있습니다.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Minnesota Twins. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Leading off tonight for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got it. And one out now. And now it's Juan Soto. And there's a strike.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
And 1-2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Next pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings and chases a low one there. Gets to it, on to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. That ends the frame. Back at Target Field, today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. Out to short. Tosses to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Here's Byron Buxton. And the slider just misses. Next pitch off the plate. And the count is 2-0.
That's a ball.
And there's the automatic. Draws the walk there.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Josh Young in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. In for a strike, and the count even at 1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Back there. And it's gone. And they jump out front. It's 2-0. One down. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
1-0.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. He'll do it again. That just misses. 2-2. Still only one out here in the inning. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Wilson Contreras, the next to hit, takes ball one. That's out to center field. Siri right there to make the grab. And that ends. Back in Minnesota, here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. Lorenzen back to work. Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Lorenzen, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Got him swinging. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that misses. Ball one.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
One out, bases empty. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, bases empty. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Strike one. 2 outs, bases empty. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets to it onto first. And it's in time for the third out. So and we're back. And now, Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
That one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That misses the zone. Ball one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for Minnesota, Esteury Ruiz. Over to first, and the Twins go 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And he gets tied up right there.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And stepping in for New York, Jose Azocar. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
That clips the corner. Next offering is down low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, bases empty. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Garrett Hampson.
The second baseman, Garrett Hampson.
Just off the inside edge. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
You'll often hear the phrase short
Now
to
batting,
it,
the
long
left
through
fielder,
it, and
Harrison.
that's a great example of it right
Ranger.
there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early,
Outside.
squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Ball, that's it.
And misses inside. Hampson on at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Buxton in the box now. No balls and a strike. And now the
1 ball,
count
1
is
strike.
even. Now a screamer into the outfield. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the
No matter.
process. He
Number
did
6.
everything right there.
Designated
Nothing to
hitter.
show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And a pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Siri pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Royce Lewis. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That one
2
missing
balls, 1
inside.
strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one missed.
Inside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is going to go. That's worth the price of admission. It's 5-zip. And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. In the air, right side. And that's the inning. Back at target
Leading
field.
off for the
Start
net,
of the 4th.
the
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Up the middle, Correa. Lindor retired.
Well, I believe we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie.
Here's the tag, and he's out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Soto on third with 2 out. Outside
0-1.
low. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his ninth. Back in Minnesota. Bottom four. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Late on that fastball.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
And next for Minnesota, Yuri Ruiz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Azokar brings it in. And there's 2 away. And stepping in is the speedy Garrett Hampson. Check swing, called strike. That one drifts inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Bader in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Now he breaks his bat. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Now here is Brandon Nimmo. Struck out looking his first time. And that one is inside. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Correa to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Vientos, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there, got him. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Azokar stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Pitch misses. It's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And his 11th strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Cut on and lifted in the air. Azokar makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Josh Young. He's already homered in this game. That misses, and that is ball 1. Now a check swing, but he held up. Right through there for a strike. And that's in there at the knees. And that one hammered. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0. Lewis in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Siri makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Contreras at the plate now. That's ball 1. In there at the knees. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And now it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
left center for a base hit.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Not close, and it deflects away. And now a man into scoring position. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
France stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And they'll do it again. Correa at second with 2 down. In the dirt, but kept close. Line drive. Lindor on to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming. Back at target field, and now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Lorenzen back to work. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And a foul ball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players too.
He certainly is, Boog. The player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
Oh, great stop. And they get the out. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him looking. 13. Back in Minnesota, bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, Esteury Ruiz. Pitching change here, Jose Butto.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intent.
Alonso takes it himself, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Garrett Hampson, the next Twin up to hit. What a stop. Throw to first, in time, got him. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Harrison Bader. And he takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Next one just misses. And the count is 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Twins up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's to third, and it stays fair.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Another 1-2. And that just misses. Bader, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a base hit right there. Around second is Bader. Throw into third. In there safely.
Now batting.
So 2 on with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Josh Young. Ripped towards third. Toss to Alonso. Inning over. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, bases empty. Brandon Nimmo digs in now. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bottom of the inning. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Caught on and missed. Good changeup right there. And the count 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On a line out towards center. Stretches out and hauls it in.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Contreras in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Correa up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. The other way, and base hit. And that extends the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
Ground ball right side. Oh, what a stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos. Now pitching for the Twins.
And first offering is
Number
fouled
39.
off. Tonkin, a 6'7" righty, 220 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Fair ball. Jose Azocar up now for the Mets. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got it.
Runner on the go. Trying to bunt his way on. And that's foul. To the right side. On to France. Third out, and that ends the frame. And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Esteury Ruiz. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. To second, pulls him off the bag. So, man aboard. Now, here is Garrett Hampson. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Ryan Stanek.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
A little bit high. And the count is 1-1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
1 ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Azocar brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Bader in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next pitch is outside. Just missed. Ruiz, the runner at second with one away. There's a strike. In the air out towards right center. Makes the catch. 2 away now. So up next, Byron Buxton. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Not even close there. 1-0. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. That's inside.
1 strike.
That to right. Azocar on the move towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That one is back. Gone. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add a couple more. It's 9-0. Young in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
High in the air, out to right. Azokar makes the grab, and that's the inning. We go to the ninth. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Tonkin back to work. This to third, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, designated hitter, Juan.
Man at first,
Soto.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. Fought off foul.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Runner at first with no outs here. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 3 in this one. Correa. The throw to second, and it's a double play to end the ballgame. Lorenzen with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and
네.